Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 19 of my Cincinnati Reds franchise series here on MLB The Show 16. And today we're back with game number 7, the deciding game in the 2017 World Series here between the Houston Astros and the Cincinnati Reds. So for those who are not caught up, the Reds did take a 3-1 series lead, but Houston has won each of the last 2 games to force a game number 7 here. You can see the pitching matchup is going to be Lance McCullers Jr. versus Taijuan Walker, who has been very good this postseason, and you can see what the Houston Astros starting lineup is looking like, but it's pretty standard. If you have been watching the first couple episodes of this World Series, then you will not be surprised to see any of the names there. And Walker does pick up one strikeout in the first, getting Colby Rasmus on the split-finger fastball. Now it is the Reds' turn, and it's Mario Villarreal leading things off. He's going to rip one into right center field. That's going to get down and get off the wall there. Villarreal, he will have extra bases as he cruises into second base easily. Now 2 batters later, it's first and third, and it's Votto going to deep center field and gone. A 3-run home run for Joey Votto, and just like that, the Reds take a 3-0 lead. Votto is hotto indeed after Yangervis Solarte singled, sending Villarreal to third. Votto came up with 2 men on and put that one gone into the right center field bleachers. And Votto gets the Reds started early. Remember, he had that home run late in Game 6. He has been hot all series long. Now the next batter is Will Myers. Myers strikes out on the heater there inside. Now later in the inning, Shaw up with a man on. He's going to rip one towards deep center field. This ball hit high. It's hit deep, and it is gone. A 2-run home run, and the Reds lead 5-0. Travis Shaw goes yard, and they have gotten to McCullers for 5 runs here in the first inning, as it is still a 5-0 game now. Mesoraco steps up. He is going to look at strike 3 there, and McCullers is finally out of the inning. On to the top of the second now, it is George Springer trying to respond for Houston, and you can see the shortstop there. Suarez just overruns it, and it's actually going to let Springer get all the way to second base. Villarreal's throw is not in time. Now 2 batters later with first and second. That's a base hit into left field. Villarreal is going to come up firing. The throw home is going to be not in time. It's an RBI single for Luis Valbuena, and the Astros are on the board. Next batter is Tyler White, 2-2 count. He's going to take this one into left field for a base hit. Will they send the runner this time? No, they will not. Villarreal's throw holds them off. And so the bases are going to be loaded here for the next man up. It is the pitcher, Lance McCullers, and he's going to fly one to left field. Villarreal, he will get under it and play. This time they are going to send the runner. Villarreal's throw is just not in time. Evan Gattis, not the fleetest of foot, but he does get in there safely. It's a 5-2 game. The next man would walk, but Erasmus would come up next, and he would go down on the split-fingered fastball for his second strikeout of the night. And Walker is out of the jam, and now Villarreal up here in the bottom half of the second. He goes down looking. Now top 3, it is Carlos Correa up with a 1-2 count. He goes down looking. Another strikeout on the splitter. Now it's Gattis up with 2 down and 2 strikes on him. He goes down. Another strikeout on the split-finger fastball for Walker. He's got that pitch working with 2 strikes so far tonight. Now Votto up. Votto's going to take this one to deep right field, and that is a no-doubter. Votto's second of the night, deep into the right field bleachers right there. This one of the solo variety, and the Reds now take a 6-2 lead. So Joey Votto trying to win his first World Series title here. He, of course, has been one of the best players in baseball for a long time now, especially at the plate, and really trying to now make himself known as a winner more than just an individual achiever. But not saying those narratives are always completely justified, but that is kind of the way that we tend to deal with sports in America in 2016. But anyway, there is another strikeout on the splitter. This time Tyler White is the victim, and now we're into the bottom of the 4th. It's Shaw up with 2 strikes on him. He's going to go down. So McCullers starting to settle in a little bit. You know, usually the home run ball is not his problem. It's usually his command. He does have very, very good stuff, though, and he was showing it off here tonight. He did rack up some strikeouts after settling down a bit. So after Walker would lead off Altuve here in the 5th, I'm going to turn to Brandon Finnegan, who would have been the Game 8 starter, so to say. He had last started in Game 3, and he had not worked in a while, though, so I decided to get him some work here. I knew he was going to be available out of the bullpen, and I was going to use him in kind of a fireman, swingman role. And you can see he would get out of the inning there after a nice diving stop by Suarez. And then Votto finally strikes out, but we are into the Houston bullpen as well, and a little hit and run is going to get Solarte up to third base here after the Will Myers base hit. So we've got first and third with 2, actually the base is loaded with 2 men now for Suarez, and he's going to hit this one back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Here comes another one. Rasmus's throw is going to be not in time. So 2 runs come home for Cincinnati, and they make it an 8-2 ball game now. Travis Shaw up next, the 3-1 count. He's going to pop this one up left side of the infield there, actually just beyond the infield, but it's Correa. nonetheless, he makes the play, and he gets the Astros out of the inning. Now on to the top half of the 6th. It is Finnegan still in there, and he strikes out Evan Gaddis, dotting the sinker on the inner half right there. Now Mesoraco up in the bottom half, the 1-1 count. He flies one to deep right center field. Might have gotten under this one just a bit, but it's still carrying, and it is gone! Just over the glove of the jumping Colby Rasmus right there. And Mesoraco hits the 3rd Reds home run of their 4th Reds home run of the night. The 2nd solo one. And he makes it a 9-2 ball game. Now J.J. Hardy pinch hitting here in the top half of the 7th. That is going to be grounded, staying fair. And Finnegan again there with an easy out. Now top 8. Evan Gaddis up with a man on. This is ripped into right center field. That's going to get down. It's finally cut off by Villarreal before it gets to the wall. But that is going to get a run home. You can see the relay is actually going to be no relay. So it's an RBI double. And that is going to make it a 9-3 game. Now Valbuena up next. He rips one into right field. That's going to be cut off by Myers. He gets it in quickly. No run will score here, but it's 1st and 3rd now. Still with, actually the run does come home on a terrible throw. That was pretty stupid on my part, I suppose. But now Castro with 2 men on. Deep center field, and it's gone. A 3-run home run for Jason Castro. And just like that, it's a 2-run game. So now the Astros with 5 runs home this inning, and Castro doing it out the lefty Charlie Furbush no less. Now it is Quackenbush into the game. He is going to end up walking Colby Rasmus here to put runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 man down for Correa as the tying run now on first base. They go ahead run at the dish, but it's Correa striking out there. The next man up is going to be Springer. He's got 2 strikes on him, and he goes down looking on the fastball. A big strikeout by Kevin Quackenbush, and we're going to take the lead into the bottom half of the 8th. Now top 9, Valbuena up. He rips one to deep center field. This ball is back, and it is gone. Another home run in this ball game, and it's a 1-run game. Now the Astros have closed the gap all the way down to 9-8 here in this Game 7. Jumbo Diaz on the hill to face Jason Castro. 3-2 count, and he just misses with the backdoor slider. The tying run is going to reach for the 2nd consecutive inning. Now Max Stas is going to come up and pinch hit here. Another full count, and he misses once again for ball 4. Now the tying run in scoring position. So the next man up is Altuve. I'm going to call upon Brad Ziegler. I know Altuve is probably not going to strike out, so I am kind of trying to pitch to contact here. The plan works as this one is grounded softly to Randy Sharp at 3rd, but he dives and cannot make the play. He figured he wouldn't have enough time to get Altuve at 1st and with him speeding down the line. So the next batter now is Colby Rasmuth with Cingrani on, and this one's popped up, and this should do it. Sharp is under it. Foul territory, and he makes the play, and the Cincinnati Reds are 2017 World Champions. A dramatic Game 7 comes to a close, and the Reds win it 9-8. They used just about every arm they had in the bullpen there to get through those final 2 innings after Finnegan turned it over, but it was Cingrani. And if Colby Rasmus reached there, it would have been Correa and Springer up next, and I'm not even sure who we would have brought in. We definitely didn't have another power arm out there. Probably would have been a guy like Ryan Webb, to be honest, to face those two. So it would not have been pretty, more likely than not. But Cingrani finally gets the 3rd out of the 9th, and we are finally World Series champions. So it only took 2 years to turn the Cincinnati organization around. We did a lot of trades for guys who were, I thought, maybe undervalued a little bit at the major league level, like a Yangervis Solarte or a Travis Shaw. I mean, those guys make up 2 of the first 5 or 6 guys in our lineup. We also got Will Myers and Mario Villarreal from San Diego. Those were 2 big additions as well. And then, of course, throwing together the pitching staff. I mean, building around Iglesias and Finnegan was not too tough. We also had DeScalfani, but throwing in Taijuan Walker, I think, was a good addition. He wasn't always the best regular season pitcher, but he was dynamite in the postseason, and that definitely helped us out. And the bullpen, too, I kind of feel like I just pieced together really more than anything else, but sometimes really all it takes is catching lightning in a bottle, especially in a sport like baseball. The playoffs can be so random. So, so that's kind of all it took, and, we just caught some breaks and won the close ones, and that is all you got to do sometimes to win a world championship. So that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.